All right, welcome. Today we're going to dig into one single idea that could totally change how you look at every goal you set. It's kind of paradoxical, actually. The most valuable part of any race might not be the finish line at all. Instead, it might be those crucial, often ignored moments right before you get there.
So let's start with just one word, penultimate. All it means is next to last. It's that second to last chapter in a great book, or the day before a big vacation, or that final grueling stretch of a marathon. It's that very specific moment in time that we're going to unpack.
And this quote just captures the whole idea perfectly. It's suggesting that the final step before you actually succeed, that penultimate moment, is where the real, profound lessons are just waiting for you.
I mean, think about it. Remember a time you were getting close to a major goal? Maybe you were cramming for a huge exam. You were probably exhausted, right? Maybe even doubting if you could pull it off? Well, it's in that struggle, that final push through all the uncertainty, where your real growth is happening. The win is sweet for sure, but the learning, that all happens right before the end.
So this all begs a pretty big question, doesn't it? If this penultimate part of the journey is so incredibly valuable, why are most of us just obsessed with getting it over with? Why do we have this instinct to just sprint right past the most important part?
Well, the answer is actually pretty simple when you break it down. The finish line feels amazing. It's tangible, it's satisfying, it's a clear, I did it moment. The journey, on the other hand, that's messy, it's unpredictable, it takes so much effort, and sometimes it just feels endless. So of course we crave the certainty of that finish line.
But here's the thing, there's a cost to that craving. When our only focus is on completion, we become that jogger who runs right past a beautiful blooming garden without even noticing the flowers. We just miss all the richness and the unexpected lessons along the way.
But there's a hidden strength in the journey that the finish line can never, ever offer you, and that is the power of the pivot. This is all about finding your strength during the process, not just waiting for the relief at the end.
This is the journey superpower, really, adaptation. See, as you move forward, you're constantly learning new things, and that new knowledge gives you the chance to pivot, to realize, hey, maybe my original destination isn't the right one anymore, and then to actually change your goal. A finish line is static, it's fixed, but a journey is alive.
So the really crucial point here is that this isn't about saying you should never rush. It's not about shaming ambition. It's actually about being intentional, about making a conscious choice in how you approach the things you have to do.
I mean, let's be realistic here. Sometimes a task is just a task. You don't have time, or it's not some grand journey of personal growth. It just needs to get done. In those cases, taking a shortcut to speed things up is a perfectly valid and often a very wise choice.
And this, right here, is the real takeaway. The power isn't in always going slow. It's in consciously deciding for yourself what's important. It's about having the freedom to choose your own pace, to decide when to sprint for that finish line and when to slow down and, stroll through that garden we talked about.
So I'll leave you with this question to think about. The next time you're getting close to a finish line, whether it's in your work or your life, just try to take a moment and pause in that penultimate space and ask yourself, what will you choose to see?